Ladies and gentlemen, finally Mr. Beast has addressed the Ava Chris Tyson issue. Let's dive straight into today's brief video. Over the past few days, I have become aware of serious allegations regarding Ava Tyson's online behavior. The horrible deeds carried out during this period anger me. Hence, I have concentrated on appointing an unbiased third party to look into it extensively. I have seen enough online to take immediate action, which includes removing Ava from the business, my channel, and any relationship with Mr. Beast. I will allow independent investigators to investigate. I do not endorse any of their improper behavior. I will take any additional action based on their findings and provide the investigators with all the time they need to do comprehensive research. This assessment is quite accurate, I assure you. He says straightforward, "You know what they did was horrible. I immediately deleted him as I don't want them associated with me due to financial concerns and other related issues." If someone doesn't understand the process, let me explain. The game began here on this channel known as Adrox, who claimed and detailed Ava Tyson's circumstances becoming associated with minors, texting and befriending a 14-year-old child. The books had a flirtatious and wild vibe to them. She had been purchasing and consuming material from Shadman, an artist whose works depict a number of minors engaging in repugnant activities, including Keemstar's child. This has been building over the past few days, with many even venturing into Mr. Beast's realm. I was unable to include this video in my previous post, a purported videotape of Mr. Beast making comments about a 14-year-old child that has gone viral on the internet. The girl who enjoys catching me outside is known as the Bad Baby. Mr. Beast would reply that he appreciates the Catch Me Outdoors chick and thinks she's amusing. So let's just say it simply demonstrates what let's do ear you want to put in her. Danielle was 14 years old at the time. For context, a lot of people are saying, well, but I mean that's probably not enjoying someone, and putting in someone is a whole other thing. It was an obvious joke. A man casually touching a 14-year-old girl is a common occurrence in underground hip-hop culture. I believe that touching a 14-year-old girl is acceptable. Mr. Beast's bionic pig. Internet anarchist or something rather insane. That's rather fascinating since the comments were weird enough to get removed from YouTube for the community guidelines breach. Since I also managed to be in the latest podcast tape Mr. Beast was sharing, Leon Lush ended up dropping his own comment on this and some insight into it. I hope to offer an honest perspective on the matter. Relevant was our general attitude at the time. He also mentioned this at another point in the podcast. However, let's be careful not to say something offensive that could be taken out of context. Don't tell me that manifestation isn't real. Here we are, almost a decade later, not to be outdone. I added, as long as there's no penetration, what is age? With You As I Trail Off definitely wasn't my finest work, so I had to eliminate it from my stand-up routine. Here's the punchline. Okay, were these jokes funny? I believe it would be a stretch to say that these jokes were funny, but honestly, when you combine a penchant for dark humor with an insatiable desire for attention, you occasionally end up with situations like this. In my opinion, this was the worst crime. Although it occasionally garners attention, the strategy of commenting is definitely not a common practice here in the community. The community he was a part of all those years ago is now a distant memory. Out of your knowledge, negative accusations surface, it's only a joke. Another picture would end up going viral right here with, Mr. Beast, or he replies to this person named Snipe, who is responding to Shadman with a picture of Hella. I mean, it is evident that this was yet another joke. It is an extremely peculiar statement that did not endure well, particularly for an individual with such a substantial following as Mr. Beast. The Ragnarok film features Chris, who is actually Thor's sister. I was going to bring up Chris Hemsworth's name. I'm not sure why I get the actor and the character confused, but Hela is an adult, so in this case they have one time when someone is interacting with Shadman that doesn't involve a minor, so we can give Mr. Beast the benefit of the doubt right here, and people are trying to say, oh look, they have a connection. They saw a picture of a big booby. Hela addressed his large titty anime lover saying, I don't personally see that as being that terrible now. This situation is kind of wrapping up here. Mr. Beast has finally spoken out after about 5 days covering the situation. Please comment on the video and share your thoughts about Mr. Beast's statement. Is Mr. Beast's comment more akin to Chris Tyson making a mistake, or is it more indicative of a sincere apology and an attempt made in good faith? And that's all from my vantage point, along with information gleaned from other YouTubers. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you liked this video. I appreciate your attention.